Time now for some sports news. India's final preparations for the ICC T20 World Cup 2026 begin with a 5-match T20 series against New Zealand, starting with the opening match in Nagpur on Wednesday. After a 2-1 defeat in the ODI series, Team India, led by Surya Kumar Yadav, will aim to bounce back in the shortest format. New Zealand arrive with confidence after achieving several firsts over the past year, including a Test series whitewash and their first ever bilateral ODI series win in India. Now the visitors will look to script another milestone in T20 cricket as well. And for more update on the match, we are joined by our correspondent Narayan Singh. Well, Narayan, how is the Indian team preparing differently for the T20 series after this recent ODI series defeat against New Zealand?
Well, Ipakshi, if we talk about this New Zealand team, always it has been a bogey team for the India. And if you take a look over the span of over a year, first they defeated India for the very first time in the Test series last year. And after that, recently in the previous series, we saw in the one day also they defeated India for the very first time in India. And now it's time to crack the T20 format. And we know that this New Zealand team always has something up their sleeves for this Indian team. And this time around, what they will bring, it remains to be seen. If we take a look their side, it is fantastic. Now it's a full strength side. If you take a look in the previous ODI series, they have their inexperienced team, but this time around, Mitchell Santner, their captain, is back, and many key players who have been rested for this T20 series because it's the build-up towards the ODI T20 World Cup that will took place in India and Sri Lanka from 7th of February. So it's looking a very well-oiled unit. Talking about the New Zealand, Glenn Phillips is there. Also, the tormentor-in-chief for the Indian team in the ODI series, Daryl Mitchell, who scored back-to-back centuries. So all in all, they are looking fantastic. At the top of the order, they had Tim Robinson, who has scored his maiden international T20 100 against Australia last year. And at that time, he helped his team from a position of 6 for the loss of 3 wickets to 181. And in the recently concluded home series against West Indies too, Tim has scored a brilliant runs and with a brilliant strike rate of 160. So, but talking about the Indian team, under the leadership of the Surya Kumar Yadav, we have seen many players of the Indian squad have been rested for the ODI. So Hardik Pandya is back, Jasprit Bumrah is back, Axar Patel is back yesterday, and we saw that Surya Kumar Yadav has confirmed that in place of the injured Tilak Verma, the player who will replace him will be Ishan Kishan, not the Shreyas Iyer. So there is a today I think there will be a toss-up for the number 8 place, whether Shivam Dubey, who is the batting all-rounder, will be there, or the Harshit Rana, the bowling all-rounder, will be there. It remains to be seen. But overall, it's an opportunity for both the teams to fine-tune their squad before the T20 World Cup next month. So talking about the Indian side, I think definitely they have the firepower. And talking about the India's record after the T20 World Cup that took place in 2024 in Caribbean, India won that World Cup. India have won 8 consecutive bilateral series, and that span of time, India's win-loss record is of 29 against 5 losses. And it's a great record, hoping that India will continue that momentum.
Of course, India has the firepower, and we hope to see. Thank you so much, Narayan, for all that update.